Hi guys. So just enjoying a typical windy day in London. My name is Abby. I'm a production specialist in YouTube Space London. Welcome to Production on a Budget, where we will give you some tips and tricks. But what are the factors you need to consider before you're planning to buy the production equipment? Over to you, Gideon.
That is a really good question because there are a lot of things out there that don't cost any money but will improve the quality of your videos and give you extra confidence in your production. One thing that I like to do is looking around and seeing what I got available. And then I try to plan ahead. If you know exactly what you need, you can grab those essentials and then start getting even more creative and playing around while not forgetting anything that you actually came for. So focus on your content, your storytelling and the post-production first before thinking about buying expensive gear. But once you got all these things down, of course, it is a lot of fun to think about gear, which brings us to the next topic.
Thanks, Gideon. So the next topic we want to cover is visuals. But what is the first thing that pops into your head when we talk about visuals? Cameras. So the question arises, do we really need an expensive camera to make our video quality amazing? The answer is no. Because we live in this digital age, even the smartphone can do a magic. Right now I'm using a smartphone and I'm pretty sure that the video quality is quite decent. Or you can get a mirrorless camera like this, which is not really expensive either. So my recommendation to you guys, use the camera which you are comfortable with and buy those extra bits and bobs to make your video quality amazing rather than getting something really expensive which you're not comfortable with. But for all the tech savvy people out there who are planning to buy the expensive equipment, I would say go to a hire house, use that equipment for 1 or 2 days, or go to a search engine and do a proper research and think about all the factors that can help you in the long term, then buy the expensive camera.
And one of the things that you can test in the same way are lenses. I would go ahead and look at how much space you got available first. The lower the number of the focal length on the lens is, the wider the shot will be, meaning that you can sit way closer to the camera while being in frame. We would recommend a zoom lens with an f-stop 2.8 because that is a good balance between price and quality.
The next topic we want to cover is lighting, which plays a vital role when it comes to visuals. Why? Think like this. You're walking down the street and you see something nicely lit. It will automatically attract your eyes. Same with your videos. If you light them nicely, it will automatically attract the viewer's eyes. But before you go out there and buy those lighting equipment, you need to understand 3-point lighting, which can help you to light yourself at home. What I'll be looking at is a technique of utilizing 3 lighting sources with the window light as our main point. Moving on to the fill light, using a softbox will neatly counterbalance the key light. And lastly, in order to separate the subject from the background, we will need a ring light as a backlight. See how easy it was? This was 3-point lighting. Now I have a question for Gideon. What kind of lighting setup you use at home?
My setup is actually pretty simple. I got a Sony Alpha 7 II, not even S2. This is a €75 USB microphone from T-Bone, and I got 2 softboxes for €60 from Neewer. Sound. One of my favorite topics actually because it makes up such a huge proportion of any type of quality video and movie. So what you can do to improve the audio in your room is to treat it against echo. What you want to do is covering most of the big, hard, flat surfaces with something soft instead. Anything that absorbs echo. So a blanket, pillows, a soft sofa, maybe a mattress or a bed, and obviously something like rugs and a carpet will help you tremendously. Your voice will sound warmer and more direct with any type of microphone in that scenario. So what I would do is going on YouTube and listening to different microphones, different types of microphones in comparison to each other and how they sound, and find the right one that I need for myself.
And guys, don't forget about camera accessories, which can be beneficial for you to stabilize your shots. But before you go out there and buy those camera accessories, you need to plan ahead that is my shot is going to be a steady shot. For that scenario, tripods or gorilla pods can be a best option for it. Or is it going to be a moving shot? For that scenario, a shoulder rig or a gimbal can be a best option for it. And trust me guys, if you search them online, they're not really expensive and you can find them for a very reasonable price. And guys, don't underestimate yourself about the creative ideas and the creative hacks you can come up with, and you can use them at home. The first hack I can think of, you can use a Lego dolly or a Lego slider and put the camera on top, and you can use this as a moving shot. And the second hack you can come up with, you can use a paper cup, cut it in the middle and put the phone, and you can use this as a tripod. There are some hacks which I did at home. Let's check this out. What I'll be looking now is the lampshade. I've hacked to use it as a tripod.
Live streaming has obviously been a huge deal for over 10 years now, but it's still very much a fast-changing landscape. So before going out and buying the newest gear, I would recommend to try to find a workaround for your own individual scenario. Instead of buying the Stream Deck, for example, use the shortcuts inside of OBS to create shortcuts on your numpad or your F keys. Instead of buying an expensive capture card, I would use a USB cable connected to my camera, download the camera software, and then you can grab the signal of the camera into OBS just as it would be a webcam basically. And another thing I like to do in live streaming, but also production in general, is teaching myself how to create my own presets, layouts, templates, and of course also animation, because that will increase my skill set for the future and also the production value. And if you, like me, also record videos in OBS and you want to get the best sound quality out of your inexpensive microphone, just go to the filter settings and play around a little bit with those, depending on the characteristics of your microphone and the environment around you.
So thanks guys for watching this video, and I really hope that all of this information was useful to you. So stay tuned in, and we would love to see your beautiful faces in our future workshops. Bye.